Hey guys, how are you? It's Jamie here from Jamie Milne Training. First of all, very proud and privileged to be able to share with you a couple of strength-based tips for the endurance athlete. Whether you're a triathlete, a runner of any length or any description, these exercises, I believe, have been the cornerstone of my success and many other people that I've worked with. A couple of different strength exercises that work a little bit outside the box, and I'll give them to you in a workout form so you could perhaps try them at the end of one of your workouts. Thank you to Brad from the running company for allowing me to share some of my experience and some of my knowledge, and at the very least, I hope you get a small amount or a large amount of value out of this. So just looking outside the square and beyond deadlifts and squats and some of the other exercises that endurance athletes might do, we want to look at some of the little stabilizing muscles that often get neglected, but it also mimic very closely the undulating and unknown terrain and territory of some of the places that we may find ourselves running. So I'm going to give you two exercises, and imagine you did each exercise. You can do it fast if you want to get some intensity in, or you can do it slow and controlled if you want to work on some strength related work or iron out any niggles you might have. So two exercises, you do one exercise for 1 minute, next exercise for a minute. Then you go back to the original exercise for 45 seconds, and then to the other one for 45 seconds, then down to 30 seconds, then down to 15 seconds of each. So I'll give you a couple of different options. So using a couple of dumbbells, these are just light ones. That's what I'm telling you guys anyway. So holding the dumbbells in what we call a rack position. So up on our shoulders, I'll stand on an angle so you can see. I step up with one leg and then I step up with the other one. I come down with that same leg and then I go up with the opposite one. So I'm kind of doing, these are just called dumbbell weighted step ups. Now having them up on my shoulders is significantly more difficult than having them down in what we call a farmer's carry position. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. But it depends on what you want to do. If you want to make it more challenging or more simple. I've got a sandbag here so I can rack the sandbag and step up. So you can imagine climbing up a switchback or a big hill, Alex Hill or something like that. These are great for burning the legs. Or I can hold it down here in a Zercher carry and do the same thing, stepping up, stepping down. Now the faster I go, the more intensity there is. The slower I go, the more controlled sort of strength work I can do. Now I'm just going to move this bench out of the way for a second. The next exercise is a lunge and a curl. People ask why a curl is important. Well, besides getting the girls, if you're into girls, it's also, even in the ultra marathon game or in the more endurance-based sport, the longer that you're going, your upper body really suffers. And you think from a running mechanical component, being able to hold your posture and position while you run means that you'll be more effective and more efficient and you will conserve more energy. Does that have anything to do with bicep curls? Probably not directly, but at least we're using the upper body and the lower body and they are congruent with the movement. So we're moving both parts of our body at the same time and stimulating sort of both ends of the spectrum, our shoulders and our arms and obviously our legs. So what we're going to do is a bicep curl and a reverse lunge. So I'll show you what I mean. So I've got my arms at my side. As I lunge back, so my rear trailing knee gently kisses the ground, I curl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just nice and controlled. 5. Now I can do that with the sandbag as well from the hang here. So I just grab hold of the sandbag, come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now just to summarize, remember that you are doing 1 minute of each, 45 seconds of each, 30 seconds of each, 15 seconds of each, and that'll take you a total of 10 minutes. Now you can cap that onto any of your training, and remember you can use anything, be it a backpack, a sandbag, dumbbells, kettlebells, doesn't matter, just as long as there's some resistance, and you could even do it with just your body weight if you don't feel like lifting weight. Go well, team. You can follow me here on YouTube if you want to, or jump on our Facebook page, Jamie Milne Training, or send me a message for any more tips. Go well, team. Thank you to Brad from the running company, and we'll hopefully see you out on the trails or out on the road some stage. See you, team. Stay strong and stay sane.